Hello everyone, and welcome to a Lancope video today where we're going to talk about user-centric monitoring, the marriage of user information and NetFlow data. Having access to user information is valuable for a number of reasons, not the least of which is, say, combating the insider threat. Having this information allows you to do forensic investigations and troubleshooting. Now, we get this information from two primary locations. We get it from the StealthWatch Identity Appliance or through our integration and partnership with the Cisco Identity Services Engine. So let's have a look at the identity and device table. Now this tells us who, what type of workstation or computer they were using, when they logged in, and where they were logged in from based on host groups that you define. But this is sort of the shotgun approach. Maybe we're interested in finding information on just one user. So type in the user's name in the search box. We'll say in this case Ethel, see what she's been up to. So you find the user Ethel, and then you can double click on this user, and then you can get information based on identification, alarms, and flow activity. This represents the marriage of flow data and users, which is a beautiful thing for forensic investigations and troubleshooting. You can see where she's logged in from, what she's logged in on. You can see her recent services and applications. And most importantly, you can see any alarms that have recently been raised. Check out, for example, this one, a suspect long flow. This could be totally innocuous, or it could represent something like data loss, for example. You can also see here that she's been communicating with a known botnet command and control server because the StealthWatch system tracks activity to known botnet command and control servers. This is the most recent flows tab and shows you flow activity within a very recent period of time, but more information can be obtained by clicking on the flow table to see historically what Ethel has been doing over a much larger period of time. You can see here by way of noting that anything that's got a small v beside it denotes a virtual machine. You can also reorder columns to suit your needs so that the information that you want to see is most visible. So far we've examined a scenario where we were given a username. Let's look at it a different way. So from the host group dashboard, which is a security overview of that host group, you can get information about what's going on. So in this case what we're going to do is we're going to do the identity and device table for a specific host group that's going to give us information about who's logged into that host group at a particular time. So we can see here this is the list of users who were logged in. The right-click pivot feature is an easy way to dig into the activity of a particular user. You're, for example, able to see the user snapshot in just the way that we did earlier. You can see identification, alarms, and most recent flows. Going back to the domain overview, there's another way to look for information. For example, the concern index, which gives you a relative idea of how badly something is behaving on the network. So for this host, we can check out the host snapshot. And with the host snapshot information, we can also get an idea of who the user was that was associated with that host that's misbehaving. We check that out by going over to the Identity tab, and we see that the user associated with this high concern index host is Matthew. And from there, we can pivot and go into extra detail as we've seen previously related to that user. Thank you for watching this short video on the security power of identity and NetFlow combined.